When I say the words wildlife conservation, what comes to mind? Maybe an Irwin in the outback, a beautiful rainforest. It's probably not a vineyard full of grapes, right? We tend to think of protected areas when we think conservation. But how are wildlife doing outside of those protected areas? My research involves using sound and artificial intelligence to monitor birds in vineyards. But why vineyards? Birds and vineyards historically haven't gone together very well at all, for the main reason that some birds really love to eat grapes. And most growers don't appreciate it when months and months of their hard work turns into lunch for a lorikeet. The Australian wine industry is also massive. We're one of the biggest producers in the entire world. That's billions of dollars and lots of land. An industry that size can really improve things for birds and wildlife with the right guidance. But in order to improve things, we need to understand what's happening right now. And that's why doing bird surveys is really important. So about 3 hours west of Brisbane, I have 60 sound recorders out listening for birds. Usually, bird surveys are done with a person and a pair of binoculars. But if I wanted to do 60 of them at the exact same time, that's a lot of bird watchers. Instead, I can put 60 recorders out all by myself, and they record at the exact same time every day for months. Brilliant. The problem with that, though, is it creates an unlistenable amount of sound data. So what we do is we take the sound and we turn it into a picture called a spectrogram, like the one coming out of this common miner's beak. We then train AI models to identify patterns in those pictures, so we know which birds are calling when. That then gives us reliable, long-term bird community data that we can use to track management changes and even things like climate change. It's also a great way of keeping tabs on invasive species like this common miner. They're sort of the cane toad of the bird world. They're terrible for native wildlife, but also love to eat grapes. Our initial research is suggesting that maybe vineyards with more trees might have less of these problematic birds. We've also already found over 100 different species of birds in the vineyards, and most of them aren't interested in the grapes at all and might even be providing benefits like eating insects. Ultimately, what we're trying to find with these recordings is conservation outcomes that are good for both the grower and for native wildlife, because then everybody wins. So the next time you're drinking a tasty glass of Australian wine, remember there's a community of birds in that vineyard, and maybe also a scientist who's listening to them squawk. Cheers.